Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I did a video yesterday talking about a situation out there in Clayton County where there was an eviction of two different places, businesses in two different spots around the city. One, I guess this is in Atlanta. One was a beauty supply store, which I did the video on. And I'll get to that in a second. The other one was a liquor store. I mean, not a liquor store. They said it was a liquor store, but what it was a nightclub. I think it was called the Red Martini. This video right here covers a lot of what happened there. And yesterday in the video I made, I talked a little bit about how they focused on just the beauty supply store because they had a lot of stereotypical shock value to it. Well, this is the opposite side of the coin where it's the liquor store, and I'll show you what happened over there. Now, the outcome was a little bit different. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that, and then we'll come back and talk about that real quick. Take a look.
Chaos outside a popular Buckhead bar as looters seize whatever they can get their hands on, according to the attorney representing the owner of the Red Martini, which has now been evicted.
Atlanta News First, Rachel Aragon is live outside the business where one day later, Rachel, that cleanup is continuing today.
Correct. Earlier today, we saw a moving crew come by here cleaning up what was left. Now, I want to show you right now, everything is pretty much empty here. Hard to believe, though, because just yesterday, a completely different story. Instead of cars, this whole lot filled with furniture and so much more. Take a look right here. I can just show you what it looked like. In fact, you can see all that chaos there. Well, the attorney for the Red Martini says they should have never been evicted in the first place. According to documents from the Fulton County Magistrate Court, last August, a judge ordered Red Martini to vacate the premises, saying they stayed beyond their lease term. Well, in December, a writ of possession was given to the landlord. The attorney representing the Red Martini owners said the business did not default on any payments, saying in a statement to us that the Red Martini was abruptly and unlawfully evicted without any prior notice from either the landlord or the Fulton County Marshal's Department. Well, witnesses we spoke to say swarms of people were alerted to what was left on the lot through social media.
It was a Instagram post. It was just a bunch of the frenzy that was going on.
There was so many people out here. It was hundreds of people out here, and they just couldn't stop it. I say within 30 to 40 minutes, actually, they got evicted. Most of the stuff was gone.
Now, later on today, we are hoping to talk to the owner of the Red Martini. And as for the landlord, we also reached out to the attorney for the landlord for a response on the eviction and what happened yesterday. And so far, we are still waiting to hear back. Pre-live in Buckhead, Rachel Aragon, Atlanta News First.
All right, guys, as you can see, they said in 40 minutes, most of the stuff was gone before the police even got there. Now, this right here, I think, though they're both the same type of scenario and eviction, I think the outcome was different because of the way everything was handled as far as the prepping of it. What I mean by that is this. Now, we ain't gonna talk about the beauty supply store. I got a video on that. Y'all can go look at it. They had the police around that. You understand what I'm saying? Before the trucks came to come get the stuff. I don't know if they choreographed it or what, but for some odd reason, this stuff was taken out, put on the thing. They're talking about, hey, we not evicted. We don't have no outstanding debt. People saying otherwise. Some type of issue going on with them. By the time they realized what was going on, in my opinion, honestly, this is what I believe. We'll come get our stuff. No, your stuff already outside. People already going through it. And them people was grabbing that stuff. They had nice furniture like booths and stuff out there. You see people grabbing chairs and stuff. It's sat out there. No police protection. Nobody knows if it's free or not. They stacking it up out there like that. They know the place been closed down for a while. People think it's free. They grabbing it. Now, there was nobody to tell them that shit wasn't free or nothing like that. It's sitting out there piled up like garbage. Them people took it. I had no problem with that. I have no problem with that. I don't. And I think this whole situation is some type of back and forth with the rent people people that owed. I don't know who's right, who's wrong, but I think the result was this. Because I'm gonna tell you something. They saying you ain't paid rent, and you saying you did, but you got a lawyer. Something ain't right there. Something ain't right. I don't know if you're trying to tie it up in litigation or what, but something's not right to where they felt as though, because if you paid up, your rent is up to snuff, they got to give you a certain amount of time to tell you, hey, yo, you out of there. But they're coming under presence like we threw your stuff out because you ain't paid. So somebody lying. That's one thing we get, you know, it's going to be what it's going to be. I guess it'll work itself out. And them people took the stuff because it looked like trash. They just grabbed it and left. And I'm sure, you know, people was like, yo, ain't nobody out here, ain't no cop, man. They just started grabbing the stuff. Nothing you can do. Police came, stuff was gone already, most of it. So that's that. But I'm going to get back to this hair thing real quick. And the reason why I'm going to get back to this hair thing, I got a lot of comments on that video. Some people got upset, some people didn't. People that know me on this channel know when I'm talking and when I'm being serious and that was comedic relief last night. You know what I'm saying? As far as the situation with that. But I mean, you get mad, I mean, that's on you. Shit, I can't fix that. But I want to tell you something. Some of the comments you guys said last night, there were some interesting comments that made sense to why this thing had came to fruition, where all these people on Moss that came there. And I learned some stuff, and I'm going to share it with you guys. Now, Atlanta First News is who I just got this article from. Now, I got another video that sums up why everybody was out there, what transpired. I'm laughing because it's like shit. I'm laughing because of what happened after y'all didn't hear about. Because remember, they reported on this yesterday. Atlanta News First reported all the way into the night of what happened. So I'm going to show you what happened, but it explains a lot of why this thing came to where it was at. I want you guys to check it out.
12 miles south of Atlanta, hair care products and other items tossed in that Clayton County parking lot. And we also have some new video tonight that shows items seized from Beauty Mart on Upper Riverdale Road tossed into that landfill. Atlanta News First Joshua Skinner continues our team coverage tonight. Joshua?
Yeah, Blair. In fact, right behind me, police, you could just hear them on a megaphone. They were talking, asking people to disperse. You can see behind me, it all happened here at this Beauty Mart. I have covered all kinds of police scenes over the years. I've never seen as many police at a place as I did this afternoon, but you can still see a couple of stragglers out here hoping to find some remaining items. That's all been moved away. But again, this all started over beauty supplies. It started during the eviction.
This is what it looked like on the inside.
When all the merchandise was moved to the lot.
Not the beauty supply store done got evicted. So we out here because they gonna let us get everything from the store and grab whatever we can grab.
The parking lot was full. The parking lot was full like 1996 Freaknik.
According to a law enforcement source at the scene, the size of the growing crowd became a safety hazard.
And that's the reason why they're like this now, because they couldn't control the crowd. Even if they would have moved the caution tape, it would have been too much of a commotion.
As morning shifted into afternoon and the temperatures climbed, it became clear that the Clayton County Sheriff's Office was not going to let people get to the items.
It turned into cops basically getting aggravated with the crowd.
There was no violence, but bystanders wondered if all this was necessary.
I've counted 42 police cars in this area, and I've never seen this many police, even for a shooting.
Eventually, people got their answer. Nearly a dozen massive trucks and trailers rolled in, and men with state prisoner jumpsuits began throwing the products into the trucks, with the people watching in disbelief.
And it just seems odd that, for some merchandise from a beauty mart, you get the entire county police force to come out.
Law enforcement on scene did not say where the beauty items were going, but if the video is any indication, the dump. And they didn't exactly say which dump they were taking it to. They just showed that video of the dump and the items being destroyed. They say don't go and look at dumps and try and find it. They're destroying it. It's not going to be available. Now, we also reached out to the listed store owner of the Beauty Mart, and we did not get a response. That person did not answer. We also spoke to a former employee here at the Beauty Mart. She told us that this used to be a very popular place until about 3 years ago when the owner passed away. She said their children took over, and it's kind of just been going a little bit downhill since, with a poor economy, the pandemic. The store just hasn't been what it once was, and it eventually obviously wound up closing, and its items strewn all over the front of this parking lot. But again, it was an intense scene, but there was no violence, just a bunch of loud, somewhat angry, and hot people standing by and watching. Reporting live in Jonesboro, Joshua Skinner, Atlanta News First.
All right, guys, that explains why there were a bunch of people out there, hundreds of people. People were getting up there, word traveling fast. There's a bunch of stuff out there. People start talking, they gossiping. Girl, they gonna throw that stuff away. People get on social media, start running their mouth. In another video, they said, somebody said, come up here with $40. You could take whatever you want. And they said they want, like, it spread like wildfire on social media. And that's why it was a lot of people up there. Now you heard, they said after the father died of the owner and his children took over the business, it went downhill slowly over time with the economy and stuff, which happens. But they wound up getting behind in their bills. And you seen what it was. There's a lot of people there. They took the stuff, put it in a dumpster, threw it away. Now, in all honesty, I'm gonna be honest with you. When they said they threw it in the dumpster, I mean, in the landfill and got rid of it, buried it, it made me think in my head, because it doesn't, or it belongs to a certain person or a certain entity or something like this, in a way, what that lady said the other day was right. They could have gave that stuff away. They could have knew that they were getting evicted, which I know they knew. They could have had a sale of all sales and got rid of all of that merchandise instead of having that embarrassment of having that stuff put out there after they couldn't keep the business going after their parent died. Or what they could have did was bagged up a lot of that stuff and donated it to people that had cancer or some type of disability where they lost their hair. Or what they could have did was a lot of their regular customers, they could have offered like certain vouchers for them to come and get something on a day when, you know, they're not busy, and grab whatever they want to get at a considerable discount. It's different ways they could have did it, but I mean, they handled it the way they handle it. But I mean, they threw all the yaki in the trash. Man, they couldn't take it. Did you see the pictures of how they were standing there? Man, it was just, oh, the one lady said it was cars piled up like Freaknik 1996. So that must have been Juggernaut Neek 2024. They were standing there circling like sharks, looking for just a morsel of taste of the sweet yaki and flyaway moth eyelashes. But anyway, somebody gonna get mad at that, I already know. But yeah, man, I mean, I think they could have gave that stuff away instead of throwing it in the trash. It served no purpose. That right there make me think, this is just my opinion, because I mean, I'm big on customer appreciation, that they don't even give a fuck about the people when they was out there. We get your money, get the fuck out of here. Fuck y'all. Because I mean, I think about that. Like, yo, you know, come on, man. They said it was a popular spot. A lot of people went there, kept the place going. Maybe they mad because a lot of people ain't coming in. They make the money, they could pay the rent, so they blamed it on people. I'll show them, throw it in the trash. Man, did you see it? They showed people out there still walking around, looking on the ground, just trying to find something. That's embarrassing. They was in the store. You saw the juggernauts? The barbarians had breached the gate. They was in there looking, they was pointing, But they said they buried it. People following them to the dump, trying to follow them. Don't go looking for it. It's already destroyed. But yeah, I think they could have gave that away, honestly. I mean, honestly, I think they could have did it orderly, but then again, it's something where you got to sift through it and stuff like that. And, you know, people going to be taking their time, and it's best to just throw it away. They're like, we ain't going to deal with this foolishness because they mess around. We got juggernauts out here. It'd be hell on earth. It'd have been pandemonium. Either way, man, that's what's going on, man. They said, you know, the guy died. Somebody spread a rumor, coming up there at $40, you can get all you can carry, and people fell for it. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. In a way, man, I kind of felt bad because, I mean, a lot of these people rely on these hair products and stuff like that, and they look like they had some good stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? And just to have it go to waste when a lot of people can't afford or break their neck to even, or make sacrifice to even get that type of stuff, I would have had some type of consideration for that. And I would rather see it go to somebody you know what I'm saying, than buried in the dirt. But I guess, you know, a bunch of human beings who donated that hair and horses can now rest in peace. Finally rest. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. I was wrong for that. I'm sorry.